it's even trying to walk out just a little bit. What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ, and this video is going to be an update on C7. If you're not familiar, I was having a few little small issues with this car, and it was no fault to ESS or Boost Barn Racing. It was actually the headers that I decided to go with. I thought that they would maybe be decent. For my case, they didn't work for me. Maybe they'll work for you. They are the TSP headers. And the biggest issue that I was having was the O2 sensor placement. Had no idea it would change something so drastically. Now, anyone that tunes or is familiar with these platforms and modifying, they would probably be like, yeah, you're an idiot. But this is the first car that I personally have had that I have truly modified performance-wise, and it was a big learning curve. We're gonna get into this video of some of the other little things that I was having issues with. Car is dialed in now. Huge thank you to ESS and Boost Barn Racing for getting that done. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on in. Let's roll. Let's go ahead and jump on into the C7 and let's go ahead and get a cold start. So let's see. So this has, if you're unfamiliar, this has 2-inch TSP headers and it has the ESS Supercharger kit, centrifugal. And it's making, we just put it on the dyno, and I can actually show you a dyno sheet here shortly. It made 601 horsepower to the rear wheels. So I'll show you that here in just a second. Let me shut up and let's get a cold start. Well, first, hold on. We gotta open the valves. I've got them shut, so let's. It's loud. The mic is on my shirt, so you can probably hear it just the same, but it is loud, properly loud. Okay, if you missed my update video on the issues that I was having, again, one, it was cutting out up top, and we couldn't figure out why, because I tried to go get an actual tune because of the headers. Apparently, unfortunately, that guy maybe didn't know 100% what he was doing. You know, he tried, but this car, an LT motor is a lot different than an LS motor, from my understanding. So you just got to keep that in mind, and you really need somebody reputable and has done a bunch of these cars. He didn't know what he was doing, so it is what it is. Long story short, so he didn't really know what he was doing, and essentially what he did, here was the big issue, and this is, you know, if you run into this and you take it to someone, maybe they say they know what they're doing, and they don't. For these cars on an LT1, the fuel pump, and again, I don't know everything, I'm just telling you like kindergarten version, right? But essentially, they put the fuel pump at 3,000 PSI, and it was basically flooding itself, and it was cutting out up top around 5,200 RPMs. So with that said, the max is around 2,100-ish PSI for these cars. So basically, they went into the tune, dialed it back down to the 2,100, no longer cuts out, runs flawless up top. So that fixed that issue. My second issue I was having was the cruise control was fluctuating like 3 to 4 miles an hour. Well, what that ended up being because was of the O2 sensor placement. It is nowhere near, apparently, where the factory O2 sensor is located. So because of that, it was basically sending to the computer based on timing, rich lean, rich lean, rich lean. So it basically was surging, and it was like 3 to 4 miles an hour. That was the big issue. Change the tune, good to go. Cruise control keeps it dead steady, good to go. Now, the last problem that I was having was basically it would jerk here or there, like randomly, like from second to first, if you went something like that at low RPM, or any gear, if you went down and it was low RPM, the car would literally jerk forward. Nothing bad, nothing horrible, but you could feel it. I mean, you could tell it was not quite right. Now, with that said, this problem still happens very, very minorly. If you keep it above literally 900 RPMs, right? So super easy to do, it no longer does it at all. I've never had it happen since. So it's definitely dialed in way better than it was. The core issue, don't get the headers that I got with this setup. That's just, and I'm not bashing on them, they have great customer service at TSP, but for the needs of what this car has now, I would not recommend. It has just caused me personally a lot of headaches, and it's just simply because of that O2 sensor placement. But now, this car, she runs good. It's kind of cool out this morning. We'll put these windows up. I don't know if you're hearing road noise there, but this car sounds really, really good now. It really, really does. Let's see, let's put this thing over in track because we're not sport track. There we go. We've had it on quiet mode, so you haven't really heard it so much. Put rev match on. She sounds good. Hopefully the audio will come through for y'all, because it does. It sounds good. It's a fun car now. Absolutely love this car. I probably will end up selling it, and it's not for anything different. It's just I got that C8, and I love the C8. But rowing gears is fun, but I still have the 1LE Camaro. So it's like, I just don't need this car, so I might end up selling it. We'll see. So if you guys, I have posted it on Facebook Marketplace, so like if you are considering something like this, it is a very, very nice car. It has 27,762 miles. Obviously, we'll go up here and there, but nonetheless, I may end up selling it. But this is such a fun car, especially now that it's all dialed in. Do a little downshift. Let's do just a little rolling pull. Boost hits at about 3,500 to 4 grand. Yeah, I mean, that was literally 500 RPM, maybe. Ooh. Sounds so good. Little downshift action. So nice. The cool thing is still having the valves to the NPP, because if I want it to be quiet, I can put it in touring mode, quieted it down. We can put it in, let's see, 6th gear, and we can just cruise along. Silence. Such a cool combo of a car to be able to do that. That is the cool thing about the headers, is still having the NPP. The bad news is, again, it just caused so many issues for me because of that O2 sensor placement. Now, since then, another car has been done with the Extreme online store headers, which are actually cheaper than the TSPs. No issues, because that O2 sensor placement is basically where the factory is, and so it tunes really, really well. So just something to consider if you're going to do headers. Maybe do that. I know Boost Barn Racing, hit him up if you're in the Arizona area. Brevin, he's the man. He's such a nice guy, and he's very knowledgeable. He is basically partnered with ESS, and ESS is a great company too. Like, absolutely, you know, took care of me. So huge shout out to them for, you know, really helping get this car right. Not something they had to do by any stretch of the imagination, right? So, and I'm not saying they're going to do it for everybody, but Brevin will absolutely help get you set up if you're wanting something like this. And the affordability, it is definitely going to be one of the cheapest kits out there. And it is the most efficient kit that I know of out there. This has the G3 blower in the kit, and if you want to do more, this is capable of way more. I don't remember the exact horsepower, 1,000, 1,100-ish in there is what this blower is capable of. So it allows room for growing if you want more power down the road. But again, mine, the Dyno, it pulled 601. Now, when it was heat soaked, it pulled, I think, 584, 585, somewhere in there. And then after they let it cool down, did another pass, they got 601. And this is on a very conservative tune still. So keep that in mind as well. And that is to the rear wheel. And here, whenever I park, I will show you the sheet really quick, which I have posted on Facebook as well. So if not, be sure to follow me on there. And I probably will post it on Instagram as well. But nonetheless, this car runs so good now. All right, so here's the dyno sheet. Let me put it down in here so maybe you can see a little bit better. But up in there, you can see the stock is around 392, and then you can see down there in the bottom right there, 601 is what it reached wheel horsepower, and you can see the graph there. as to what it looks like. Max torque was 574. So again, really, really good, efficient horsepower. First gear doesn't do a lot. It's even trying to walk out just a little bit. Oh, what a riot. It's just got like the perfect blend now. Now, if you didn't know, I've owned a C7 Z06 previously, 7-speed manual as well. And with that car, the big difference is the power hits up top, so it's more like linear. And with it being up there, it's just more usable. The Z06s, you can hit it more down low and it just kind of breaks the tires loose. So it's just more usable in this car. This car is just a little bit faster. Maybe, I don't know. I think most Z06s, don't shoot me, I think wheel horsepower, they're around the 550-ish mark, give or take maybe 15 horsepower to the wheel. But again, this car's at 601, so again, it's a little bit quicker, and you can feel it. Now, I knew this car probably needs 305s in the rear. It's set up with, I think, 285s right now, but the tread, still a lot left in there, so it's like I hate to get rid of them. And as long as you do from a roll on each time, it grips pretty well, and especially if it's warm, no issues. So again, this car is fully dialed in now. It runs really, really well. So thank you to Boost Barn Racing and ESS for helping me out there. If anyone tries to tell you this car is out of fuel on like an A&A kit or Pro Charger kit or ESS kit for the 550 to 600 wheel horsepower range, they're wrong. And it's no knock on anybody, it's just they're wrong. You need to get the right tuner because it is absolutely not out of fuel. These kits are designed to be on the stock system. So just keep that in mind. That was my last tidbit. I don't know what the next video will be. Maybe this, maybe the C8, maybe another car review. Who knows what we're doing? But without further ado, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.